There's these moments, and in those moments, you got to give it all you got. You got to take your best shot. The time is now. So what are you waiting for? It's time to attack the impossible. So what will you do with the moments that you have left?
Great American Rugby. Rugby is life and life is great. I'm excited to share an opportunity to partner with Great American Rugby and help grow rugby in the U.S. Sponsoring Great American Rugby gives your brand exposure to a passionate rugby community, whether through logo placements, social media promotions, product giveaways, or brand collaborations. We can find the right fit for you. Here at Great American Rugby, we know that all businesses are different, so we're open to negotiating sponsorship budgets or alternative compensation that works for both of us. If you're interested, please fill out the sponsorship interest form. It'll only take a few minutes, and I'll personally reach out to discuss the next steps. Let's build something that benefits your brand while growing rugby. Thank you for your support. Let's grow rugby together. Rugby is life, and life is great. Be great.
How y'all doing? My name is RC. I'm the CEO of a clothing line by the name of Wagdod. Wagdod stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day. So live life to the fullest. It's an anti-depression brand I started because in my earlier teenage years, I was gonna kill myself. So I wanted to start a group of people I wish existed when I needed them. So Wagdod has a lot of different components. Do a lot of different things. Everything from clothing, obviously that was our first one, gaming, community service. We participate in a lot of events. And we just go out and every day, honestly, we just meet as many people as we can and try to change their viewpoint on life from negative to positive. One of the most common misconceptions that I always receive about the brand lies directly within the name. What I want you to understand was that at that point in time when I originally created this slogan, I was going through such a crazy mental episode that I really came to terms with the fact that we're all going to die. And what I wanted people to receive from this message was that, yeah, we're all going to die one day, but live life to the fullest, because as far as we know in this life and existence, we only have one turn, one try to get this right. So live it and live it to the fullest.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. Beneath the pale moonlight, where we're dancing slow, I hear whispers of love. Your eyes, they sparkle like stars in the sky. In this moment with you, time just seems to pass by. In the quiet of the night, in a world so still, our hearts beat as one. In this love we fulfill. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. With every beat of my heart, I'm drawing closer to you. And through the seasons of time, our love will stand true. So trust me, don't fear me. Baby, please hear me. There's nobody else for me but you. Our love is never ending. It's only just beginning. And I can't wait to start with you. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl. You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey, man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and I will rule your world. I wanna grow together. Let's let our love unfurl.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of That's All I'm Saying podcast. It's your boy Max Dollars, your neighborhood hoop hero, baby. And today we have a great day, a special day. But before we get into it, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Stillwear Athletic Brand, the Great American Rugby, Wagdod is one of our newest sponsors, and the one and only Abasi Steel, the honey man that you just heard. Now, before we get into this special episode, we have a special guest today. Now, this gentleman that we got onto the podcast has an established clothing brand since 2014, went to Hazelwood East, is a registered amateur boxer with an undefeated record, so don't try him. He out here knocking shit out. Got to fight tomorrow to continue his undefeated record. And also a little bit of back history. This brother has been through a lot of stuff in his life. Been through a lot of stuff, and we're going to go into it, but he didn't turn these horrible times into triumphs, into positive messages, and that's what we're about to get into today. This brother's from St. Louis, North County to be exact, North City. The one, the only RC, a.k.a. Wagdod. Welcome to this podcast, sir. Welcome to the podcast. Yes, sir. It's been a minute. I'm glad that we're able to get you on here today, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
For
I
sure.
just left the gym, too.
Hey, knocking shit out. He getting ready for tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That is what I'm talking about. So before we get started, let me go ahead and pull this stuff up. Let me get it going here. All right. Yeah, Wagdod.
Pablo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So listen, let's get it started. All right. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you. Let's get the camera on you here. Go ahead and flip that over there. Oh, we can't see it there. All right, we gonna like I said, oh shit, you can't see nothing. I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you today, bro, and we gonna get into this interview. All right. So tell us
The word Carter.
how did you come up with this brand that you got?
So the name of the brand is Wagdod.
Okay.
It's an acronym. Wagdod stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day.
Now before you go, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
We all know this, but
Yeah.
nobody thinks about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, in coming up with that acronym, the name,
Yeah.
how'd you get there?
Basically, I didn't think about it either. I wasn't cognizant. I didn't understand, you know what I'm saying, what was going on until I had that mental episode.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just, I was like 18, 19. Bad little situation happened. You know, just becoming an adult and feeling like I wasn't fulfilling the legacy I felt I should have at the time.
Right.
And, you know, it just put me in that position where it's like, I pretty much gonna end it all. That's where I was at mentally. And through that and you know what I'm saying, being able to fight through that, it just gave me this whole different type of spirit. It's like I was reborn almost like. Yeah. And it just put me in that position where it's like, you know, damn, we really all gonna die one day, you know, so live life to the fullest.
That is true. That is true. So when you say live life to the fullest, are you out here taking unnecessary risks or are you just going with the flow?
Yeah, I can't say I've never done that.
Yeah.
But right now when I say live life to the fullest, I mean like if this is thing that most of us have this thing in our minds that we want to do or this person we want to become. I feel like a lot of people allow different influences to stop them from becoming that. I think all of us got that little voice in our head that's like, maybe you should do it this way and you could succeed doing it or pursuing this avenue of success. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sometimes we allow maybe a vice like liquor, weed, whatever the case may be, to kind of slow us and throw us off that track.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So when I say live life to the fullest, I mean like to the perspective of like actually achieving goals and doing the things that actually give you that feeling of being happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So I just wanted to jump into that because the brand is very important to you, and I know this. The brand is very important to the community and the culture. So I wanted to start the interview off with that. I just wanted to get us a foundation of where you're at now. Right now, let's get to the nitty gritty. Tell me, how did you start? How did we get to start us from the beginning? Right, like let's get from the beginning. Like,
okay,
where did you? I understand where you got the idea from, so we just got that.
Yeah.
Let's say, what is one of the major obstacles that you've had early on?
Like when it came to like with the brand.
Yeah, with the brand.
So like the mental episode part, or more like the trials and tribulations of the business side of things.
We can talk about both. So let's say one of the what are the major obstacles you had with just developing the brand?
Developing the brand.
Developing the brand.
So it's like when I first started the brand, it was like 10, 12 of us. You know what I'm saying? We was all skateboarders and stuff. So it's like we'll be like, we all gonna die one day and we gonna do a skateboard trick. Or we all gonna die one day, we gonna talk to a cute girl or something. That was like a little slogan.
Yeah.
So then eventually I was like, this could be something. I just seen the acronym one day when I posted it. I sent it in a text to one of my friends. This could be something. So I went and got a logo made. Well, one of my homeboys made a rough logo, and then I got it sent to a graphic designer who made my actual logo that I sent to you.
Now.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And from there, basically, I got it put on some hoodies. And the crazy part was I was paying $30. I was paying $40 to get them made and charging $20 to sell them.
Going backwards.
Going backwards.
Yeah.
But I knew that once I put it on enough people, it was gonna sell itself. You know what I'm saying?
Marketing.
So now,
Yeah.
like my pop-up shops now,
Yeah. They doing well?
Yeah. Oh, come on now. It's
Okay.
like now that I've understood, you know what I'm saying, how to get this for the cheapest, how to do that, how to make the product what it need to be.
Right.
Like it's crazy now.
Right.
You know.
And you actually bought one of the shirts for me today.
Yeah.
We got a shirt here.
Mm-hmm.
Says "Fuck depression."
Yep. I got one on too.
Got one on too, which is true. Fuck depression. It's really it's all in your mind if you
Really?
think about it.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can control everything
Yeah.
that you go through.
I got another T-shirt that say relax is all in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's true.
Mhm.
Really, if you really understood the aspect of the mind, you could
What's the
go
word,
through.
y'all?
You can go through anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because really, emotion is just a thought.
Uh-huh.
Right? You can
Yeah.
control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You can control your reactions. You can control everything. It's all in the mind.
Right.
So with this brand that you got, it's really just controlling your thoughts, controlling your mind, controlling your mental.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, we all gonna have the same outcome.
For sure.
You know,
Mhm.
we all gonna die one day.
That's what I'm saying.
So why waste your time losing yourself?
It's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Like
telling
it makes
people, yeah.
sense. You know,
And it's easy to get distracted out here.
it's easy to get distracted.
But it's like I just really want people to like zone in. Sometimes you gotta take that time. But some people they need that vice to get to that place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes for you to get to that zone to where you can think and understand what it is you actually here to do, and especially if it's something positive. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be able to sit down and really focus in because the voice be telling you. It
voice be
literally
in there.
will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I just used to be procrastinating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they say, you need to get up. You need to go down there, see Max about this interview. You need to go down there. All I'm doing now is I'm just on autopilot listening to what the thing telling me to do.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
But at first, it was almost like I was fighting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it forces you got to be on point. You
Yeah.
got to make sure
Yeah.
you make stuff happen.
Hold
You got
yourself
to,
accountable.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
That's
accountability.
Your
Ooh.
inner being knows what's going on, but your flesh and your body
Yeah.
kind of just rebels.
Yeah.
Once
yeah.
you become one with yourself, you be on your path,
Mhm.
right? And I feel like that's what you've kind of jumped into. You found your path. You figured some things out. You figured how to win in life a little bit. So only thing left is just to elevate, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in your journey to being a mogul with this brand, what is one of the fails that you had? Like, how did you fail in the beginning? Was it paying $40 to get it to get the shirts made and then selling them for $20, or would you say there was a different lesson that you had to learn to get to the point where you're at now?
My biggest lesson I had to learn was taking accountability, like you said earlier.
Oh yeah,
Taking accountability for the fact that a lot of the stuff that was happening with my brand was my fault.
for sure.
Like, it wasn't, people love to say, oh, St. Louis, crab in the bucket city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, don't nobody support me. They hating. You know what I'm saying? Not to say, I never really had hate, though. For some reason, I don't know why. People never really just hated on me. Like,
Yeah.
people always supported me.
Yeah.
For whatever, I don't know why, but that's just why. You know what I'm saying? That they just did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I used to find ways to be able to say, oh, it's because of this situation, or oh, I still stay with my grandma, or oh, it was this. But eventually, see, I moved to Atlanta. And when I moved to Atlanta for them 4 years, that just completely changed everything. Because who can I blame now?
So you were out there by yourself.
By myself.
Yeah.
Totally just alone.
Yeah.
So them failures I was taking out there, it's like, damn, I can't blame this person, or I can't blame that circumstance. It was me.
Yeah.
So my biggest hurdle was me.
Yeah.
It was me looking into myself and realizing what I needed to do to step up to the plate to make this thing a success.
Okay. So when did you end up going to Atlanta? So you developed the brand in 2014.
Here.
Here in St. Louis. How long after that did you go to Atlanta?
I went to Atlanta, and I think it was like 2018.
So after about 4 years of you having the brand, trying to figure it out, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Atlanta."
Yeah.
And then in that thought process, you were thinking you was gonna blow up. Like
Yeah,
that was your reason of going to Atlanta.
And don't get me wrong, I succeeded out there.
Yeah.
It was the finances.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really doing the things that was necessary on the financial side to keep it running smoothly.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
what was one of the things that you were doing that you was like, I shouldn't have did that. That kind of set me back. Like, can you give an example?
I mean, if we want to get real in depth, we could say alcoholism.
Okay.
That was like,
That was where your money was going?
like from that, it would sprinkle off into other things. So
Uh-huh.
like, I spent a lot of money eating in Atlanta. Like, you can spend $100 a night.
Yeah. That's true.
Easy.
Yeah.
Just going to this party. I go there and network, but I done bought 2 drinks and I done bought some wings and I'm sharing it with the DJ and I done spent $150, $200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it might come back later, it might not.
Yeah.
And I made that connection, but it's like, now I gotta go home and face these bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that getting rid of that liquor and being able to get that out of my life and keep that from controlling me, that was like one of my biggest things.
Yeah.
Ask that question again exactly. Say it again.
So I was saying, while you were there, what was one of the failures that you encountered that you can look back and say, I shouldn't have did that. Now that I'm not doing that, it's not a failure. Like I learned from this mistake.
Yeah.
Would you say it was just spending your money on drinks?
That was a primary factor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it was that and just my financial stability, my financial literacy.
Okay.
There we go. So not knowing how to get the money and put what needed to go over here, over there. Financial literacy.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna boil it down to, and that's what I learned down there.
Yes.
Cause I had 2-bedroom apartment, 1650. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you cannot take no break down there.
No.
Like you gotta work.
Yeah.
So that's what taught me. Oh, you gotta work 7 days a week sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta get this warehouse job and you gotta go crazy.
Right.
And
Responsibility.
coming down there, like going down there, that's what really turned me into a man. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So once I overcame the financial hurdles, I'm like, oh, so I'm good here. I'm gonna just go back to the city, drop my expenses down, keep that same hustle mentality, and now I'm gravy.
Right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right,
and
right.
now the brand is succeeding at rates that I've never seen.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you saying not being financially educated kind of held you back a little bit, but you was able to overcome that. How did you overcome that? Did you take a class? Did you get a mentor? It was just time, like you doing enough for trial and error that you kind of figured it out?
It was the trials and tribulations of falling behind on bills, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out. Ooh, so I got hit hard putting in money with the manufacturers to make my clothing, and got played twice.
Yeah.
First one I put like a $1,500 down.
For how many hoodies or shirts?
It was like hoodies, sweatpants, and I think hats. No, hoodies, sweatpants, long sleeves. I had them in gray, black, and white. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
So did you get a sample first?
I didn't understand. I didn't, that was that trial and tribulation.
Yeah.
And I flew out to LA
Yeah.
to the manufacturer and seen everything, and it looked great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah.
person, but he knew I didn't live there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he just sent me some crap, bro. Like he did, and another company. I went to their spot in LA too.
Yeah.
And I spent about, I think it was like $1,000 with them, and they did the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah. So they just sent me some bull crap. Like it was like the quality wasn't super bad, but the sizing was off real bad, and they knew it.
Yeah.
You know.
So that taught you what?
So samples first.
Yeah.
And paperwork.
Paperwork is very important.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now, like, you ever heard of Alibaba, right?
Of course.
So you go on there now, they got this new thing called trade assurance. You ever heard of it?
I haven't heard it, no.
So it's this new program they got on there. I just got 2 refunds back because I went and you place an order with the people. Don't send them nothing on PayPal. Make them send it to you through Alibaba through the trade assurance thing. And what that's going to do is it forces them to have to follow the guidelines that Alibaba set.
Yeah.
So if they mess up on your stuff, send you some crap, mess the sizing up. I had 2 different orders, sent both of them back. They gave me all and the shipping back.
Oh, that's
everything.
Good. That's good.
But see, if I'd have known that back then,
You would saved yourself some money.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But that's just almost $400 I saved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something I recommend for anybody that's using or doing anything overseas.
So with Alibaba, they have a trader's insurance.
Yeah, it's called trade assurance.
Trade insurance.
And you have to make them send your invoice through Alibaba.
Yeah.
Because they will try to, just PayPal us or just Western Union. If they send you,
they slick. They try to get you. They try to get you They try to get you slipping.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people who are reaching for their dreams, right, are just going off of gusto. They're not going off of education.
And they know a lot of people don't know.
And they know a lot of people don't know. So whoever don't know, they're gonna slip into that web of oh, they got me.
Yeah.
Right? Which it happens. You have to learn somehow.
Yeah.
But
like I did.
Right. And we all take some pitfalls, you know, we all take some L's, but how do you respond from it? Right.
Exactly.
That's the key. Now that we figured out how you overcome, right? You got smart, financial literacy. You realize that you got to get this money 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Right? You came back from Atlanta, understood that I need to lower my expenses. Once I lower my expenses, I can live better. I can put money into the business, and I can see the business grow a little bit more because I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. It sounds like you're a very smart brother, man. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get this. Hey, because what it sounds like to me, bro.
Yeah.
What it sounds like to me is that you had a learning lesson that lasts probably about 5-6 years, it seemed like, right? Which is a high school year, college, whatever. We all go through this, and you learn and you got better, right? Now that we got to that point, what are you doing now?
What am I doing now?
What are you doing now?
So now I have monthly pop-up shops.
Okay.
So the first one I did this year, February 22nd, down there at the Foundry at Sanction. You know the shoe store, Sanction down there? I'm not going to lie, that was the most lucrative event I've ever done since I started the brand.
Hold on. Congratulations. Congratulations, bro.
Shout out to them guys.
What made it different?
My marketing tactics. It was the marketing tactics. It was the marketing tactics, and then right before that, I graduated from a small business course through the Urban League. Okay. So it's like I used a little bit of knowledge they gave me. Yeah. I made sure I marketed properly and early, at least a month, and it was like a month and a half before that. I'm at least one big post a day, and then the rest of it was just new clothing coming out, like at least 3 to 5 posts a day, something like that. Yeah. And it just went crazy.
And you were boosting it as well, or you didn't have to boost
this was all organic. Yeah. I ain't even got to that part yet. When we get to that part, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Okay.
Because I already got, I really got I got global support.
Oh, really?
Yes, I got a guy. He's a amateur boxer out in, I forget, it's like Uzbekistan or something like that. I sent him a shirt. He fought and he was training in it, all type of stuff.
Did videos with it and stuff?
Yeah, most definitely. I got to go back and find this stuff.
Yeah, that's
like,
marketing.
Yeah, I got one of my homies. Every time that he go out of town or out the country, he asks me for a bulk of stickers. He went to Japan twice. Yeah. And each time my primary marketing tool was these stickers I used to have. And I still got some in the car. I might give you some for Alibaba. Okay. But I used to give him these stickers, and he go to Japan. He went to London. Yeah. And he just going out there putting stickers for me. There's places that I may never go in my life. Right. And he out here putting stickers up. Yeah. And I'm looking on my website, looking at the analytics. Man, these people straight coming to the site.
Really?
Yes.
So them stickers work.
Straight putting orders in.
Yeah.
London.
See, but
it's people out there that got my merch.
You got a great slogan, a great brand, because people are depressed. Yeah. I was depressed, right? I get it. You know, like it's a ongoing fight that everybody has. You know, it's an everyday thing. You will feel depressed. It could be temporary. Right? You can be happy for a second and then get depressed in a second as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very temporary thing. You can make it last forever. So the brand that you have is very, very well connected to people's souls and emotions because it's an everyday thing. And it ain't going away. Man. So kudos to the brand, huh? Yeah. Kudos to the brand. Now that we know what you're doing now, what do you plan on doing next? Right now I know you got the pop-up shops, right? And you said your first pop-up shop in February was very lucrative. You got one more coming up? You got some more coming up?
Yeah. So I did one February 22nd. I did one March 29th. I did one on the 19th. So that was the day before 420. So I had like it's a 420 kit. So it was like, I got this Alibaba too, but they did a great job. They ain't messed my stuff up. So it was like a little pouch. And I'm going to let you see it before we leave. It's like a little pouch. It got a rolling tray, a grinder, and an ashtray in it. And
should have brought it in.
On me, dang. Okay,
it's cool.
look.
It's cool.
Oh, God, look. And it say F depression. Yeah. But it's like 2 blunts, and then the smoke is the words fuck depression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was just for that, that 420 type of vibe.
For sure.
And so that was just that last one. And what I did now is a organization called Places for People. So I just did an event with them. I basically go out there and help volunteer, and it's all these bunch of different mental health services and organizations and stuff that's here in the city I didn't even know existed. But they all had like this thing down there by the Soulard Market, and they just all giving out their information and stuff like that. So now I got a lady, she finna give me like some free training to be able to help people that's going through a mental health crisis and point them in a direction that they can go to get the help. It's like it's a certification that I'm gonna get like an actual certificate for.
Okay.
So that's what I'm finna focus on in the future is just doing more events that actually cater towards the reason why I started it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like all of those mental health organizations that I connected with while I was there, you gonna see up and down my page me just dealing with them people more, and I really want to deal with kids. Okay, look, this the big one right here.
Okay.
So my homeboy Marco, he got this thing called, it's like a anti-bullying boxing camp. It's called Knockout Bullying. So what they do is they go and train kids how to box and teach them different things of how to build their confidence. So that way, you know what I'm saying? They not getting bullied in school.
Right.
So it's not teaching them how to just fight, but teaching them how to put them in the mentality where they can just get around the whole obstacle of being bullied in the first place, because now you got confidence now.
Right.
And the whole thing about a bully is most of the time they just trying to pick on somebody that they think not
confident.
you know what I'm saying, gonna stand on their 10.
Yeah.
But once you gain that confidence, especially from boxing, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? And a person can look at you and tell that. You know what I'm saying? They know. People know when you somebody that's gonna stand on it. They can smell it. They know it, you know?
Sure.
So that's like another big one that I'm finna be working on with them, this next camp that they gonna do.
Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations on that as well. Hold on. Let me go get it. So would you say that's your next biggest goal that you got going on right now?
Yeah, like what I want to. So the whole I always want to box my whole life. So when I was 14, that's when I got fight night.
Okay.
So I had got fight night. It's like round 2, round 3 or something at the time.
Fight night was always fun.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, but I want to take it serious though. But I wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't dedicated enough. My mom took me to multiple different gyms. I would go for a while, but being young, I just wasn't consistent.
Right.
So when I was in Atlanta, like when I'm growing in this way, that's when I started growing into boxing. I started a fight club in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
There's a skate park out there, Fourth Ward Skate Park. I'm in we in a bowl, like the pool.
Yeah.
We down in there with the gloves out. I'm gonna tell you a story. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Like, I was in Atlanta, right? It's this park. I love this park, Fourth Ward Skate Park, right? I love skate parks. I used to skateboard. And there's a certain type of vibe that's out there. When you around that skateboarders, they all cool.
Yeah.
They just smoke their little weed and skateboard. That's all they do is have fun.
Yeah.
So this was my spot. I went and got a bag, a sports bag. I got a frisbee, basketball, football, and the boxing gloves. I got a 10-foot flag made. The flag say, "Got depression," and it was a question mark in my logo at the bottom. Okay. So every day I would just meet new people at the park and be like, "I'm finna change your mindset from this to that." You know what I'm saying? From whatever it is you got going on to we finna come out here and have fun every day. So with that being said, that's how I started that fight club. And we get down in the pool and we down there. One day I just looked up, like I got footage of it. I just look up one day. It's 20, 30 people just hanging with their legs hanging off the side of the thing, just watching us down there box. I had to sit back and realize, like, I be doing a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I be doing a lot, like, but what I'm saying all that to say, that inspiration and my ability to know that I can affect people in that way and start little gatherings and stuff like that. What I want to do is I want to get these amateur fights under my belt. I want to win Golden Gloves.
Okay.
Get solid as far as my foundation with boxing, and then I want to go back and train kids that was like how I needed at that time.
But how would you, because you also said that when you were a kid, your mental wasn't there to even accept or understand what was going on. How are you going to be able to break that wall to get to a kid like you were in order to get them interested?
I didn't know of me.
Okay.
So I know what I need. When I go to even them gyms now and I see like them 13, 14-year-olds, I can tell that once I leave the gym or when I be in there, they be looking like I can, you know what I'm saying? Like I can connect with him.
Yeah.
Cause I do got I got multiple different backgrounds. You feel what I'm saying? Where I can like connect with all different types of people. Where we talking the computer dudes or we talking street dudes. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, kids, they want to see somebody that's almost like that they look at as cool.
Right.
Or like, okay, he done been through what I done been through to some degree. I could follow that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna stay on me. That was my thing. I needed somebody around to like, you good at this.
Yeah.
Give them that little encouragement. You good at this. And feed them through that. You good at this. Keep coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? And
For sure.
And just even when I'm training with just like, you know, anybody. Like I could just tell how I'm affecting them. And I just like building people's character. That's something I like to do.
Oh, that's very commendable. That's what's up. That's what's up. Sound like you got a purpose in life.
Man.
Okay. Now listen, I the next question I got for you kind of went into it, but I want you to answer it more a little bit in depth.
Right.
What's your ultimate goal? Like what?
Oof.
Your ultimate goal? Like if you were to die today,
Yeah.
did you succeed? I'm not because we ain't gonna say if you succeeded or not. But let's say for instance you get to 100.
Yeah.
Right. 120. Right.
Yeah.
Your ultimate goal from now until then will be what?
Like, are you saying like what legacy do I want to leave behind, or?
Yeah, let's say that. What legacy you want to leave behind? What's your goal? Like, what you trying to become? What you know?
I want people to be able to like look at my life to whatever point that I was at, and be able to jump in that lane that I created and ride that same wave to become successful in their own way. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's pretty much what I want people to be able to. If he can do it, I know I can do it.
For sure. You want to be that aha, like if he can do it, I know I can do it.
Come on now.
For sure.
Because especially like once you see what I can't, just the nerdy little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he can come from this, and I'd be so transparent about everything, because it's like I know that's what's gonna help him connect. Because it's like, bro, if this dude can come from getting bullied in school, and then he turned out to, you know what I'm saying, be a great boxer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having a business and traveling the world. I just got my passport too. That's a whole nother.
Congratulations.
Look.
It's easy, but it's not easy.
Look, just got my passport. What was that in February? By March, Mexico.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
That was my first time leaving the country. So I'm doing all this stuff like for the first time.
Yeah,
Got on a hot air balloon and went over the top of the pyramids.
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing right now.
You seeing new shit.
Yeah, right now I'm on a wave. I'm not letting this go for nothing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So your ultimate goal, would it be success with the clothing brand?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be a pro boxer?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be mentorship, trying to set up these kids into having a better life?
Yeah.
Like you know.
So when I always think, like, I've got asked that question before, and when I think into the far future, I want to have something like a Wagdod hotline.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, say you call this phone, you got some mental issues going on, basically like a resource hub. You know what I'm saying? So you come in here, you got mental health issues, okay, we'll send you to a person that can help you wherever is near you in your city. Then after that, okay, you've got a little bit more control over the mental aspect of things. Now you want to go be a carpenter. So what we do is we connect you to a person that has connected with our thing, and they know what you dealing with, and they maybe have dealt with that, but they a carpenter. So what they do is you pretty much, okay, you got your stuff together here. Now you go over here to the carpenter dude that done been through what you done been through to a degree, and he helped put you right in line with being that carpenter. Because I feel like with a lot of people, the big thing where people get screwed up in the head is because they don't be doing what they want to do with their life. That'd be one of the biggest factors.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was the exact, like, say if you was the pinnacle, the best version of yourself that you possibly was. Yeah. I feel like it's 90% of the things that you going through, whether it's females, whether it's this, whether it's friends, a lot of that stuff really ain't gonna even matter. No, it's like,
cause you happy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, I wouldn't even be. I remember back when I was young, I'm tripping off little girls doing little stuff like this, but it's like, bruh, like, okay, you do what you did, okay, that's cool, but it's like, I'm finna go make $1,500 tomorrow off this brand.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Go deal with Lil Dude. Go do what y'all do over there. I'm finna get to this money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go achieve my goals. I'm finna go, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a direction now. But when I didn't have no direction, it was easy for me to be misled by other things in life that don't make sense.
For sure. That makes sense.
Yep.
Now we get into the end of the interview. All right. What is one thing that you want to leave the people with? You got a saying, a quote, one thing that you would say, I left my statement with these people, they gonna remember me, you know?
Man. I'm always gonna say, man, we all gonna die one day.
Hey, the acronym, Wagdod, because it's true.
You gotta live life to the fullest. You gotta accomplish your goals. You gotta get out here. You gotta make it happen for yourself.
You got to. Fuck depression.
Come on now.
Fuck it.
Come on.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you're basically saying what you want the people to remember is what again?
We're all gonna die one day. Gotta live life to the fullest.
Live life to the fullest.
Accomplish your goals.
Yes. Hey.
Knock them items off the bucket list. That's all I'm doing.
No, for sure. Yeah. Satisfy yourself, because at the end of the day, you got to look back at your life and say, I'm happy.
And that regret hurts so bad.
For sure.
That pain, that regret of I could have did this and that opportunity will never arise again.
Yeah.
That's a pain you never want to feel.
You don't want that again.
You don't want to have that feeling.
No, you don't. Now, we appreciate you coming on the show today. You know, that is our time. It was a great interview. We're going to put some sponsors back on.
Yep.
And then if you want, you can stay. We're going to talk a little sports. You feel me? But, hey, today was a great day. We had a great episode with Wagdod. His website, tell people your website. Where
you can find me at Wagdod on everything.
Yeah.
And once again, Wagdod is Wagdod.
Okay.
So it's at Wagdod on everything. Wagdod.com. Wagdod on everything. You know what
Instagram, Facebook,
yes.
TikTok,
everything.
Twitter, everything.
Everything.
Well, again, we appreciate you coming in today. Ladies and gentlemen, Wagdod. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and get this popping.
How y'all doing? My name is RC. I'm the CEO of a clothing line by the name of Wagdod. Wagdod stands for We're All Gonna Die One Day. So live life to the fullest. It's an anti-depression brand I started because in my earlier teenage years, I was gonna kill myself. So I wanted to start a group of people I wish existed when I needed them. So Wagdod has a lot of different components. Do a lot of different things. Everything from clothing, obviously that was our first one, gaming, community service. We participate in a lot of events, and we just go out and every day, honestly, we just meet as many people as we can and try to change their viewpoint on life from negative to positive. One of the most common misconceptions that I always receive about the brand lies directly within the name. What I want you to understand was that at that point in time when I originally created this slogan, I was going through such a crazy mental episode that I really came to terms with the fact that we're all going to die. And what I wanted people to receive from this message was that, yeah, we're all going to die one day, but live life to the fullest, because as far as we know in this life and existence, we only have one turn, one try to get this right. So live it and live it to the fullest.
We are back, and we got Wagdod still in the building. We appreciate you staying with us today, baby. Yes, sir. Now we want to get back into this sports shit. Listen, bro. I know the Lakers lost yesterday. It's fine. That does not take away from LeBron's legacy. What is y'all talking about, bro? Like, this shit is crazy. Y'all trying to say like LeBron's a bum, and he's not. He's 40 with a team full of bums, and JJ ain't even do the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does not want to win the game? You tell me that. If you got a coach and he out here with a team that can win and he don't play the players that's going to win, it ain't the players. It's the coaching. And all y'all want to say, oh, LeBron's never at fault. He's never the problem. He's not. You blame the people who deserve to blame. The man averaged like 25 in the whole series. Like, come on, bro. The nigga's 40. And y'all out here tripping. But that's neither here nor there. Just understand LeBron is still the same person as he was before the series started, the beginning of the year, and the year before that. He's the GOAT. All right? Come on, people. This is the same years that Jordan was with the Wizards. LeBron right now with the Lakers is Jordan with the Wizards. The only difference is that we actually expect LeBron to win. We actually expect him to win. We ain't expect shit from Jordan when he was 40. And y'all know this. Y'all know this. And y'all out here tripping. Tripping. Now, before let's get to something else though, because we're gonna come back to that. Let's get to this NFL draft. Did you see this NFL draft? So there was a scandal supposedly, right? Supposedly Shedeur Sanders was supposed to be one of the top picks in the NFL draft. He falls to the 5th pick. Now not the 5th pick, the 5th round, excuse me, which is unheard of. It's unheard of. Who goes from the 1st round to the 5th round? There's a couple of explanations that people are saying, right? They're saying that the NFL was in collusion against them. Okay, like all the owners just took him off the draft board and said we're not going to draft him because they said his attitude was bad. Okay, another one is they're saying that it's a marketing strategy. Okay, the only reason why they dropped him to the 5th round is so that the ratings for the NFL draft will stay high because everybody was waiting and wondering when he's going to get drafted if he's not going to get drafted the 1st round. So that's another what you want to say, rumor or suspicion that everybody's going through. And I honestly think that it's a little bit of both. You know, a lot of people are also saying that he interviewed wrong and he was too arrogant, right? He was too much sure of himself to people who he's actually doing a job interview for. You know what I mean? So basically they're saying, like, if you're about to hire somebody and the person that you about to hire already comes in like he running the shit, you not finna hire him because he ain't even deserve to have that attitude. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of mixed emotions with this whole Shedeur Sanders thing. I personally think, and I was talking to my mans, it's a marketing ploy. Because, for one, he doesn't need the money to get drafted, number one. He's been rich his whole life. Oh, wow. Yeah, his father, Deion Sanders, has been the man for years. So he's never had a need for the money. So you can take that off the board. You know, okay, I don't have to go 1 or round 1. I can just need to get drafted. 2, he has a lot of NIL money. And NIL money is the money you get from college because they're starting to pay these college players now. And he has endorsements from Nike, from Gatorade, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's already in a position of winning without the NFL giving him their money. So the marketing ploy was, since he does not need the money, let him drop significantly to other rounds to keep the people interested enough to see where is he going to be, because we're still talking about it. A lot of players drop in the draft. It happens, you know, like it's a draft. People are drafting off of evaluation and they're drafting off of need. If you need a quarterback, you'll take a quarterback. If you need a lineman, you'll take a lineman. A lot of the NFL execs and GMs drafted a lot of defensive players and linemen this year because the new rule in the NFL is this tush push. It's an unstoppable play. And if you don't know about the tush push, it's basically when you have the ball, the center has the ball, he hikes it to the quarterback just digs his head down behind the center, everybody behind him pushes him in, and you can't stop him. It's just unstoppable. It's one of the plays that somebody came up with in their head, and nobody developed the defensive scheme to go against it. So what they're trying to do now is bulk up the line. Every team wants to have 350-pound players because you have to be able to defend against this tush push. So in the first couple rounds, you might have seen a couple of specialty players come through, but it was mostly linemen, big fellas, defensive ends, you know? That's just one of the things. And so a lot of people are going with that route as well. I personally said, like I said, is it was a marketing scheme. Now, if you look at the aftermath, he's the most popular player that's coming into the next year's season. Everybody's talking about him. His jersey sale is top 3 and he wasn't even drafted high. Usually, the higher jersey sales go to the most higher draft picks. But he's one of the most popular players already. So, it worked in his favor.
Where'd he go?
What team he went to? Cleveland Browns. Yeah. Sucks. Yeah, sucks. Because nobody wants to really play for Cleveland Browns. Nobody. It's really no man's land. The best player that ever came out of Cleveland is going to be Jim Brown. And that's in the 60s, ain't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a long time ago. So, Shedeur is coming into a situation where there's not a lot of winning history. The fans expect winning. Will they get it? I don't know. They got a great defense, got some great receivers. Lineman is shaky. So we're going to see. It's going to be actually an interesting year coming up because, you know, we really don't know what's going to happen. We really don't, you know. We're excited to see what Shedeur does. We're excited to see what Travis Hunter does. We're excited to see what Cam Ward does, you know. And we're excited to see basically just how the Browns react to the situation because they also said that they were picking the best players available. But they also picked somebody that was ahead of him as a quarterback. They picked somebody ahead of him, but on the sheet, he was not the best player. Shedeur was better than him. So it was a lot of confusion going on here in the NFL, and you know, it's interesting. It's interesting.
They've been getting real tactical with their marketing.
Oh yeah.
Especially ever since back when they had the Super Bowl issue with what was the
Who?
the guy?
Kendrick?
No, the dude that with the knee down.
Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they like their views kind of go down at some point in time after that, and then the Super Bowls is what kind of brought them back up, like when Jay-Z came back and.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that because the thing about it is that if you have a protest, right? Because again, this is a business, right? Even though we know it's a sport, we love the sport. It's really a business. If you protest against the business, and the protest is something that is like racially provoked, it can last a long time if you don't stump it in the foot, right? So the whole Colin Kaepernick thing really was, I believe, was a big misunderstanding when somebody was protesting that something that is, you know, true, police brutality, but they just felt like he was doing it on the wrong stage where there's no such thing as a wrong stage when you're protesting something that is, you know, right for you.
Took it as you disrespecting America.
Right.
He's saying, I'm just standing up for this particular issue that it's obvious that's there.
Exactly. And when you don't want to address the situation head on, you kind of balloon the situation, make it bigger than what it's supposed to be, you know? And that's what I think kind of happened in the Colin Kaepernick thing. They kind of ballooned the situation and made it more than what he was actually going for. And, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know, like, you know, actions have reactions, you know? So that's just one of the things. So I'm glad you brought that up because, you know, that is in similarity to kind of what's going on now because they were trying to say that it was a racial thing as well, you know? Strong black kid with a father who is strong and willing to speak his mind. And they're trying to say that, you know, the NFL, which is known to have a lot of white owners, was kind of trying to set an example, right? Kind of a public lynching in a sense. You know what I mean? Exactly. The only problem is this might backfire if that were happen to be the case because if you also heard the defensive coordinator for I believe the Falcons' son prank called Shedeur. He prank called him saying that he got drafted. Okay? It was a prank call. Now that coach and the team is fined $250,000 I mean, the coach is fined 100,000, right? Yeah, because the number, from what I was told, he had just got that phone for the draft. So whoever were to call, it was going to be one of the teams. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he answered the phone, because he was expecting it to be a team. And when it ended up being a team, but a fake team, then it was easy for them to connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's one of the other things that is a rumor, or not even a rumor. It's one of the speculations that people are having, that they're saying that the NFL was against him. You know? So, I mean, measures has been met. You know, punishment has been given out. So who's to say that, you know, the NFL is really against them, because now they're dishing out, you know, fines and taking money from people who, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was really something the NFL was doing, they wouldn't be fining them. You know what I'm saying? They were making up excuse, you know. Oh, he didn't go against the guidelines. Kid just got the number. You know what I mean? So
How you think things gonna be for him in Cleveland? I mean, considering
it's gonna be
the type of player he was, and then going to a team that's of that caliber.
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. You can't go to a franchise who is used to losing and expect to win immediately. It's hard, because the mentality is losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if let's say, for instance, he went to the Patriots. The Patriots expect to win because of Tom Brady, so they have a winning culture. If you go to the Jets, you know you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just know it. There's no way around it. The culture is a losing culture. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where you go. The city actually embodies that culture. That's why LeBron left Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's coming to Cleveland. You feel me? Like, nobody wants to be there to win, and nobody wants to be there to live. So, you know, they have a losing mentality. And I say that, and I'm from Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. I personally think they should get a dome so that it ain't so cold. Players will go out there and they will play. You know what I'm saying? Because Cleveland ain't bad. It's just cold as hell. Nobody want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say it's worse than Chicago, but, you know, who's to say? You know, who's to say? Now, there's a lot of conversation about I don't know if you heard the 100-man versus the Gorillas. Have you heard this talk?
Yeah, yeah, I heard.
What do you think?
My thing is, it's always with me, it's gonna be that bystander effect. It's gonna be that who gonna be the one that's gonna take
Who the first one? Yeah.
That's gonna be the one, and I think that's now. If dude brought up this analogy. You put a cricket in a thing of ants. You put a wasp in a thing of ants. The ants will go crazy, pulverize the thing.
Right.
But they don't think from the mentality of individualism.
No.
They just thinking of, okay, we are this, kill that.
Right.
Even if I take damage.
Right.
Me individually, I'm not the first one running.
I'm not the first one. I'm not the first. I'm not. It's not gonna happen.
And that's gonna be the thing. And I feel like eventually, if it's some time involved, or like they put some different type of rules on it, I feel like we're smart enough to come up with something over time. But if we just talking just hands, go in that room, gorilla, and just I'm not touching that thing.
You said a valid thing. We need time. And you know what we did in real life? We developed guns, spears, traps. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did to overcome these beasts. Right. If there is no traps, no guns, no nothing, we wouldn't be running nothing out here. Nothing. You know that? We are mentally, we're smarter than all the animals. I can say that. We can outsmart an animal hands down. Hand-to-hand combat? No. For one, we're thinking. Once you start to think, you overthink. The gorilla ain't overthinking shit. I'm going in. Who's coming first? You finna get this monkey punch to your chest.
He probably gonna even he just gonna get on that. He ain't even finna
He ain't thinking. No. No, he know what time it is. If a gorilla see 100 niggas looking at him like this, he gonna be like, he gonna start hitting his chest. And whoever he gonna run after them first. Whoever be that first one, like you said, they gotta take one for the team.
That ain't gonna be me.
That ain't finna. I ain't gonna be there. I'm not coming. You got me fucked up, bruh. Like, there's no possible way that I would be in that group of 100 men. Listen, my cousin said a post this, and it made sense when he said it. But then after I started seeing simulations, I was like, that's not gonna happen. He said 30 men grab one arm of the gorilla, 30 men grab another arm, 30 men grab a leg, other 30 men grab a leg, right? That's 30, 30, 60. That's 120. So you got, we're gonna do some minuses here and there. Let's say 25, 25, 25, 25, right? But the nigga still got a mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who you think he finna let you grab his
You
arm?
ain't finna grab it. You not finna subdue this man. Bruh, nobody. Nah. The man walks on his knuckles. You know what I'm saying? You walk on your knuckles? No. Mike Tyson ain't finna knock this gorilla out. And he the most scariest human we got. We scared of Mike Tyson. If Mike Tyson walked up to you wouldn't fight him?
No.
Exactly. So at this age, no. So you thinking if a gorilla silverback walk up on me and I won't fight Mike Tyson and I know he can, bruh, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. These niggas crazy. I
saying they was talking about like the push and pull force that they have. Like
yeah.
They can literally pick up a car. If they want, they could bench press a car.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? They got enough pull force to yank your arm out the socket. Like literally yank it off like you eating chicken and pull the wing off. That's how they can pull your arm out of socket.
Ain't no way, bruh. And they can grab with their feet.
That's what I'm saying.
What? No, they got, bruh, there's no way. There's no way 25 grab this on. He gonna grab you with his leg. Somebody gonna let go. Cause he gonna growl. Somebody gonna get scared. And if somebody gets scared, like, okay. Do you jump easy? Like, let's say, for instance, you hear a loud noise. You might jump.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? It's natural.
Yeah.
We're not expecting this nigga to growl. He gonna jump. And once you let go, he gonna get free. And it's over with. It's over with, bro.
I
Like,
think everybody talking and saying all this shit so they see what happened to the first person.
exactly.
So they see what happened to that first person. Everybody,
Yeah, I'm thinking twice. Listen, if you give us a pot of money, everybody get $1 million, right? Let's say, for instance, that's the goal. 100 men, $1 million each to fight this gorilla. Maybe, but I want to be number 98. You feel me? I'm 98. I want to see the first 97 people go in there. I want to see 2 people behind me because they might bitch out. You know what I mean? I just want to be right there because ain't no way. 9 to 8, I'm in the back. 98, I'm in the back. There's no way I'll do it. That's one of the things that I was seeing. Now I want to bring this up because a lot of people on my Instagram talking about how this is Steph Curry's era over LeBron. Okay, they're talking about how if Steph Curry wins another championship this year, that he actually has overtaken the era from LeBron James. It's not possible. It's not possible. They're saying that he did it organically. He was at one place. They brought all the players to him, and they won on his team. They went through the draft. They built the team. And as him being the focal point, he is the GOAT of this era. It's a strong case, but I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it, people. I'm not going for it. For one, the man is a liability on defense. He doesn't even play when the crunch time happens, and I'm not throwing no shade. There's no shade here for Steph. All I'm saying is that when it comes down to it, him and Luka play the same defense. You know? They attacking him on D because he can't stop him. It's the same thing. So they take him out. When it's time for them to play defense and when it's time for him to play offense, they sub him back in. That's not a GOAT. That's not a GOAT. He's a great player. He's a great shooter, the greatest shooter. But he won because of great teams, not because of him. The first finals, it wasn't because of him. The second finals, it wasn't because of him. The third finals, it was not because of him. The fourth finals, it was because of him. Because he was by himself for the most part, and he had learned from the first 3 finals. He understood what he had to do. And actually, if you pay attention to it, he was given the MVP. We all knew he deserved it, but he didn't play the best basketball his 4th NBA championship. We know this. Now, this year, if they're playing very well, the Warriors. Him and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, they're doing well. If they win this year, he might be at his peak and deserve the NBA Finals trophy because he is going to go for about 30. I believe that this Steph Curry at this particular time is the best version of Steph Curry we're ever going to see. He's more confident. His jump shot is more smooth. His handles is on point. He can finish at the rim better. He can protect himself better when he goes in for layups. His float game is great. It's just his defense. And if that's the only thing that y'all hating on LeBron is that he didn't get a Defensive Player of the Year, Steph never got Defensive Player of the Year. The fuck? This nigga don't play defense. And y'all over here saying that this is Steph era. Come on, man. Like, be for real, bro. Like, the man is great. He's great. He is a shooting star, just like LeBron. The only difference is that all he can really do is shoot. That's it. He is, but his best attribute is shooting. His best attack is shooting. His basketball is a two-way sport, just like boxing. You got to be able to strike, you got to be able to defend. He can't defend. It's just simple as that. In crunch times, they attack him. The greatest shot of Kyrie Irving's career is against Steph Curry. He hit him with a bop, bop, bop. Shot in the finals. Nuts. Crazy, right? Money. They hold that against LeBron because he let Kyrie attack the defender who was the weakest on D, which you're supposed to do. If you're boxing somebody and you know they have a weakness, what are you going to do? Attack the weakness. Exactly. So that's the reason why Steph don't play defense in the crunch times of the game anymore, because everybody knows this. He can't guard. And it's not his fault. He's not him. He's an offensive player. It's perfect. It's okay. You know, this is what it is. It is what it is. Now, for all y'all haters out there, understand, LeBron James is still the GOAT of this era. We're going to say Jordan was the GOAT of his own era. He was the GOAT of his era. He did amazing things. But at this particular time, it's LeBron. And if you want to compare the two, again, Jordan was a dominant player in his time. He took the NBA by surprise with his athleticism, with his determination, with his grit. There's no surprise when LeBron got here. Jordan already did it. So everybody was waiting. Everybody understood what greatness was. And he came in and he still delivered. He still delivered. Is he 4-6 in the finals? Yes, we understand this. That's because the league is better now. The league was good when Jordan played. We know this. It was good. The league is better now. That means better players, better competition, better coaches. Technology is better. So obviously it's going to be a lot harder for somebody to win 6 freaking championships 3 for 3 like Jordan. It's not going to happen. The league ain't even going to let it happen. Fucking people killing me. All right. Other than that, it's been a great episode. We had a great, amazing interview with Wagdod. We're going to give him a round of applause one more time. Let me find my stuff. We appreciate you coming in today, my boy. If you want some merch, wagdog.com, right? IG, Facebook. We got it here. It says, fuck depression. Because really, fuck it. Fuck it. He is a sponsor of the show from here on out. We appreciate you coming in. And ladies and gentlemen, that is another day of That's All I'm Saying. And we are out with the Honey Man.
You know you want me, baby. You know I want you too. Cause I'm your honey man. I'm really sweet on you. Take one taste of me, girl, and